Hello, hello, hello. And it is Christmas time again. The hat is on. The hat is on. It's on the street. The hat is on. My furry balls a treat. Boom, boom, the hat is on. Indeed, the hat is on. And I welcome you to another Tuesday night. It must be Tuesday night because I'm here doing this. So that's how we know it's Tuesday. And there's not many people around. Oh, just me on my Todd at the moment. Oh dear, this isn't looking good. This isn't. It's going to be a long night. It's just me on me. Oh well, you do what you do. We'll see what we can do, eh? Has anyone got any ideas? What do we do? What do you want to talk about? Maybe it's because I'm a bit early. Maybe I'm just a little bit too early tonight. Oh, Bjorn's in. It says rip Glenn Fry. Rip him indeed. But guess what? I'm still here. And I think you'll find that composition I did was totally my own. Totally my own. Ping. Oh, I've got to get my breath back because I've just come back from with the dog. It's raining. Can you believe it? It's raining again out there. It's hard to believe that. We do have new remote dog cam. Let me just check it. Yeah, we can now catch. We can now catch some footage there. Right, and then if we put this one, hold it. Wait a minute. Let me just do that, and then we can put that one there. Right, and then we can go. Live camera 3's out. Oh no! What's happened to live? We can actually see her down the passageway. We can see her. She's outside the kitchen door. And yes, multimedia enterprise. Multimedia. I've got cameras pointing everywhere. If I had that, yeah, that's it. Now we're cooking with gas. Now you can hear me, and the dog's there. We can see her. She's up. She's moving. This is unprecedented access of locked towers. Andrew's in, and remember we got the second camera. We're a third camera, so we've got main camera. We've got the action cam monitoring the hallway there. You could just make out an outline of the dog, and then we have the close-up cam as she's entering. So I've got all bases covered now. We just need to wait for her to come down the passage. And you can see, but you can admire my lovely lava lamp there, and all my other crap. What you're seeing there is the mound of power adapters that we need to power the Lock household. Many of them for devices long forgotten, but we don't throw the power adapter away just in case they become important again. Nothing worse than to throw the wrong power adapter away. I mean, I don't know. I'm really Andrews. We did Andrew. Matt Haynes is in. He says hello. Hello. Is that the shuffle of a hot beverage? It is. I've got look at this. Look at this. I've got. Well, be careful where you stand. You might want to stand over there a bit. Okay. Because look, I've got a camera there, doing the door. I can see her. Look, I've got her in the middle there, and then I've got this one. This is the action cam, which has got your legs in. Oh, Mrs. Legs. There we go. So we've got all bases covered there. They saw your feet. They might be able to identify you by your feet.
I'm in trouble now.
That's pure. That was for the OnlyFans. That was the Mrs. Feet there. Anyway, thank you for the hot beverage. I was just explaining how we've got more cameras than we could possibly need just to capture the dog, because she always runs away. She's hiding. No, leave her. She'll come in when she's bored. She wants to. She's happy outside the thing.
Yeah, she can come and go.
Yeah. Andrew says it seems like they're redoing something about £1. Yeah, I did that, Andrew. We did that not last week, but the week before. We talked about that, and I said, "Are you fucking kidding me? You should see the lamb. The lamb is on 8. What is it? It's over 8 sides of vinyl, so it's 4 discs. So you're basically every 10 minutes turning it over." I said no. I said absolutely no. Sorry, the autofocus was bothering me, and I said no. Renee's in. He said, "Watermelon here." It certainly is. And it says, "I have a rare mix of brain salad surgery. Very different from anything else. I know what's happened. You've put your headphones on back to front. That's what you've done. Or, if you're on tape, you've listened to it with the Dolby out and the metal tape button in. Makes it sound a bit different." Right, there she is. We can see her. We've spotted Layla in the distance. Again, on Saturday, we celebrated our year anniversary with the dog. It's been a year. And yeah, she's just staring at the camera, thinking, do I go in? And when she comes in, I'm ready. I'm ready with the extra camera there. This is a dog cam special. Sorry about that. Then I got caught out. Oh, it's the vid. No, it isn't. I think it's a bit of fluff from the ball, fluffy ball. When Fasano's in. This is good evening, and says, "I don't know. I have to upload FLAC or MP3 to the internet." Oh, I wouldn't do that. That sounds like a lot of that sounds difficult. And Anne says, "No, it's very different." Okay, I believe you. I just. Well, I don't really care that much because it's ELP and nobody cares. Is it a physical copy, or is it something you've downloaded? Is it some hooky thing that you've downloaded? Because I know that, crikey, when Jockstrap went to remix the surround sound version of it back in, when was it, 2015-ish? I read a very interesting interview. I don't normally read his stuff but I felt sorry for the guy, and that's very rare. I don't normally feel sorry for Jockstrap. But he was saying here when he got the masters, it was a mess of fragmented bits, and he didn't know which take was what, and he did his best to, and there was no notes, there was no liner notes in the that came with these masters. So he was very much operating blind, and he was surprised because there was lots of different like alternate bits and bits that weren't there, and he was overwhelmed by this multitude of stuff, and again it wasn't anything it was unlike anything he'd ever mixed before, because it was all over the place. It was actually all over the place. So it took him a lot longer than he anticipated, and then he wasn't wholly sure that it was exactly the same as the original intended mix. I found that fascinating because years previous to that there was a surround sound mix on SACD, and I don't think it ever credited who did it. I don't remember, but they did a there's two surround sound mixes. There's a version on SACD, and then there's this, I don't know, was it DVD, Blu-ray mix that came out, like I say, a while back. So maybe it's a fold down of that. Renee says, "Wow, a year with Doggy. Time flies." It does. It doesn't feel that long. Of course, we have to go through again with Facebook. I use Facebook more as a reminder, as an aide memoire, as a diary. mind you, I don't diarise that much these days because nothing really happens. Oh, I've missed it. Oh, bums, I've missed it. There's a towel. We missed the action shot. I missed the action shot. I missed it. Could you walk and come back in again? Could you just go? You do that? No? Okay. But you can see Christmas tree in the distance. There it is. There's the Christmas tree. And you can see all the crap and the many monopolies that we own. Oh, I've missed her again. Son of a gun. I was showing you the Christmas tree and it all went wrong. Oh. There you can see the tip of her towel. She's gone down to the kitchen. But yeah, I use Facebook as a diary and as a memory aid. And of course we had all the stuff about Hannah going and that declined, so I had to relive all that because it says your memories from like a year ago, 6 years ago, 11 years ago. And that was sad because reading and what I was writing, it came on us suddenly and I wasn't prepared, and so then we have the thing. Anne says, I have no clue, Mr. Locke. It's just extremely different. Believe me, maybe a 40 CD because it was the same number on the CD edition that my friend had, yet a completely different sound. Oh, right. Well, so it is a I think it is a like a tangible thing. Oh, I wonder what happened. I wonder what went wrong. It reminds me very much of when I got the first Queen album on cassette, and when I put it in my tape deck, I got it on holiday. Didn't have I don't think I had my Walkman with me. Obviously, maybe it was before I got my Walkman, and I waited. So I was on holiday for like a fortnight, and I waited, and I got it home, and I put it in my cassette deck, and it played backwards, completely backwards. And then I had to wait another 3 or 4 weeks before I could go to Boots the chemist that sold me said tape and get it replaced. Those were the days. Tell the kids that today, with their MP3s and their TikToks, yeah, and their Lime Wires, and they wouldn't understand. They wouldn't understand. Andrew says, I can't say dog cam now. You can say whatever you want. I believe in freedom of speech. You can say dog cam, but I have dog cam and I have dog cam. I have many dog cams. You could say, Darren, live camera 2, and I go, there it is. Oh, we just see the missus go by, and then you can say live camera 3. So I've got three live cameras. One of these came on sale on Amazon for a silly price because it was a return, and I thought I'll have that because I was going to give it to Herb for Christmas, but then I realised because I got Herb an Apple Mini. Again, got it from Cash's special bargain, and it's all USB-C now, and this is USB-A, and I don't think he's got enough ports, so I didn't want to buy a hub, and so I've got him a USB-C one, and I've just kept this one because these are good because I can do this. There you go. There we go. There is some dog cam. There is a cardboard box in the way. But if you'd have bought all those CDs, like I asked you to on the Bandcamp Fridays, there wouldn't be a box in the way. Remember, I need to clear the box because I keep tripping over it. I have a box of CDs on the floor, and I need you to buy them just so I can clear them and get rid of the box. And you're not buying the CDs. It's not right. You should be buying the CDs. It's Christmas. Buy yourself a CD. Or buy one of my CDs and give it to someone you don't like. You could do that. There you go. And Anne says, no, not nuance, different sound. Maybe a different vocal track on Jerusalem. Ah, that is interesting. That is interesting. Well, I think you've got a bona fide mystery there. A bona fide mystery. I wonder how it happened. Bjorn said, did the backwards version of Queen suggest you start worshipping the devil? No, but I did want to start dressing in lurex and sewing sequins on all my clothes. Funny that. Yeah, the good poor old devil. He gets a lot of bad press. Shame he doesn't exist. A bit like God, really. Oh God, we went there. Oh God. But Father Christmas does exist. Andrew says, the perfect Christmas present, Darren. I am the perfect Christmas. Give the gift of Darren this Christmas and make someone in your life miserable. We saw Father Christmas the other night. Was it Saturday night? We was coming back, we was on a dog walk, and we saw Father Christmas. Now, I did get it. I did get video footage, but the video footage isn't too good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the pictures, because I managed to get a picture of Father Christmas's sleigh. I know you're thinking he's gone mad, but no, it's true. I saw Father Christmas's sleigh in the night sky. Where is it? Right, here it is. Look. Oh, it's just reflecting. You see that there? You see that line there? Trust me, that was Father Christmas's sleigh in the night sky. I'm reflecting my own screen. I need to adjust the contrast. How can I edit this? I mean, edit, downloading. Why are you downloading the picture? It's on my phone. Wait a minute. Let's edit the exposure. Brilliance. No. Contrast. There. That's just made it worse. Look. There's lights in. You had to be there. But we all saw it. All four of us. Dog didn't see it. I don't think she was really that interested. But yeah, there was a stream of lights in the night sky, moving over Loughton, moving, and then they went out. And we're working on the theory that Father Christmas was testing his new sleigh. That's what we're working on. I did get some video footage, but it didn't come out too well. It came out worse than the pictures. But no word of a lie, we have verifiable proof that Father Christmas exists, and I have 3 witnesses to back it up. We need to go to Loch Ness. We need to go. I'm sure we'd find a Loch Ness monster now, and then we can go and find Bigfoot. You know, we could debunk all these mysteries. Chris says, Darren, have you heard about the Obscure Records vinyl box set that's coming out? I'm sorely tempted. No, I haven't, because I don't pay any attention to anything anymore. But what I did notice is that in January they're doing a repress of Charlotte Hatherley's Grey Will Fade album, which I will be picking up because it's a right summer banger, that one. From 2004, 2005-ish. Love that record. I'm a sucker for a reissue. So let me have a look, Chris. Let me have a look. Chris, as in Christmas, he's brought the spirit of Christmas here. Obscure Records. Well, again, for those of you who don't know, Obscure Records was a record label set up by Brian Eno. Introduced Penguin Cafe to the world. Gavin Bryars, Harold Budd? Harold Budd was on there. There's some great records on it. So, there it is. 100. How much? Oh, that is tempting. The CD edition is 140. No way. No way. How much? I'm getting all sorts of prices here, and none of them any good. If you want the when did this come out? When did this come out? Though, if you want to do, if you want to do it for the, if you want to do this cheaply, go to the links featured in this article, and you can listen all for free. Wowzers. Wowzers. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of money. I'm trying to find a good picture of this. When's it coming out? 14th of December. Oh my god. It's the end of the go away. It's the end of the when I say I'm trying to get a good picture of it, because the box set is a little bit uninspiring. It looks like that. But I need to do some research into this. But yeah, you've got Gavin Bryar, Sinking of the Titanic, and Jesus Blood Never Failed Me Yet. Christopher Hobbs, Aaron. John Adams, American Standard 1, 2 and 3. Christopher Hobbs, McCrimmon Will Never Return. Gavin Bryar's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eno's Discreet Music, and Fullness of the Wind, and French Catalogues, and Brutal Ardour. Max Eastley's Hydrophone, Max Eastley's Metallophone, and Max Eastley's The Centrophone. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot. And you got the Penguin Cafe, Michael Nyman. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot. That's a big box set. Rough Trade have got £429. Holy shit. It comes with a hand numbered certificate. For that kind of money, I expect them to come round my house, stick a finger up my bum and wake me off. It's got two of my favourite records in there. Oh no, again, it's also got Nyman's Decay music as well. Oh, maybe I'll need to start that OnlyFans. But you can get it as a CD box set, and I think Amazon had it for the best place to get it if you're interested on CD is HMV. I get no money for this. Whoops. I get no money, but HMV have got it the cheapest set, and I do actually have a picture of it here. There you go. Again, it's a lot of money. Bastards. Why do you hate me so much? Why? €300 on Soundhome, whatever that website is. So if you're in the Europe, getting fluff. It's the fluff from my balls. They've got lots of pictures here, and let's zoom in, and we can look at the pictures together, children. No, that's tracks. Don't play that. That's copyright music. There we go. So it opens like that, and there's some of the records. Oh, it looks all very good, doesn't it? Looks very good. It's not fair. It's not fair. I really want it. Gee, if only YouTube paid me money, enough money. It's not fair. Why is life so unfair? Why is life so unfair? It's not fair. Life's so unfair. But yeah, it's very expensive. I mean, Amazon have got it up for £375. Well, £362. Did it change? It changed. Oh, that's interesting. I can give you a link to that if you're interested in the Amazon link. Again, if you buy it from there, Andrew, I will get shiny penny. And there's the it's probably the same link for the CD. I don't know. Let's have a look. Is it the same link? No, I don't think it is. And that's the CD. So yeah, fill your boots. Maybe Amazon. Let's go to Amazon France. Maybe they've got it, because I got I got a deal from Amazon France, didn't I? Obscure. Oh. Ah. Oh. Still expensive. Oh, this didn't work. Nah, still. That €544. That's even more expensive. No way, Jose. How about Amazon Germany? Germany. Let's go there. Have they got it? No, still as expensive. Oh, this isn't fair. Just want a deal, man. Just want a deal. Oh well. Thanks for pointing it out. But it's beyond my realm. What am I doing? Here we go. Back in the room. Where are we? And says, yes, it is a mystery. I didn't have the heart to steal the CD, but I did rip it. As I said, same editions between my friend's CD and mine. Oh, so it was your friend's CD. It wasn't yours. Ripping a friend's CD. That's like inviting his wife over, and that's not good. You shouldn't rip a friend's CD not without their permission. Chris says €300. Yeah, if you buy it from Euro. Luke's in. He says Merry Christmas, and the same to you, Luke. Andrew says, I'll think about it. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to do a breakout then, because I know some of those have been reissued already, but I don't know. It would be nice to have that. It would be a nice thing. I could hold it to me and cuddle it and caress it before putting it on eBay when I need the money for a bill. Fasano says, obscure record collection looks nice, but too expensive for me. I think it's too expensive, except for Chris. I think he's the one with the money tonight. He says Chris says the superior Viaduct reissue of Pavilion of Dreams are also very expensive. Well, I got Pavilion of Dreams reissue, and it wasn't expensive. What was it? Superior Viaduct. Wait a minute. Let me have a look. See what I've got. All right. Where's the holding? Let's put the. Hello. This is a Superior Viaduct edition. Not that you'll see it because the lights are too bright. And I picked this up when this was out. Was this out recently? 2021. Yeah. And I mean it's pretty minimal. I expected. Was there a booklet? I don't know. But I've not got enough hands. Why was I born with too few hands? I need at least another one. They're useful, that, wouldn't it? And again, it's just your standard black vinyl. Sounds alright, but I've got this and the EG copy because I didn't have the heart. Oh wait a minute, here's my receipt. How much was it? $22.49. Oh, there was look. For those who haven't got it, if you look really closely, you can read. Let's see. You can read it all. And again, look at that. Why don't they print these things on decent cardstock? Yeah, I got this for $22.49. So I don't think that's expensive. But hey, if anyone wants to buy it off me, I'm sure I'm open to offers. Oh, you old hustler! I mean, I've got to raise money for the Obscure Rebels box set, haven't I? Why, Chris? Why'd you do this to me, eh? If I didn't know about that, wouldn't be thinking about it. But again, I've got to this point where I don't know if I want to sell a guitar for more records I've already heard in a format that's, Chris says the Sonom site says free shipping, if that makes any difference. Yeah, will I have to pay import duty because it's from Europe? That's the question. Because some stupid idiot only voted us to leave the EU. What a moron. What an A-grade arsehole. Fancy doing that. I don't usually buy stuff from Europe, so it doesn't really affect me. So, and the places I did buy usually have a centre in the UK that they ship it to, and so no import duty. Clever that. And Luke says, Happy New Year. And the same to you. Hope you're having a good time with it. Well done. Luke's, if I'm remembering, he's one of the younger viewers. Hans says, I have 5 copies of it, including my friend's CD. My point is, oh, never mind. No one cares. But Hans, you care. And if you care, I suppose we've all got to care. What a mystery. I only own 1 copy of it, and it's on vinyl. It's my spunky old copy that I got for 99p back in 1989. Topic question. What album do you own the most copies of? There you go. Throw it out there on the floor. Tell me, what album do you own the most copies of? Hans has got 5 copies of Brain Cell Surgery. He really likes it. Fasano says, I'm still kicking myself for not buying the Genesis 1970-75 box set. Maybe someday when I hit the lottery. Which one? The CD or the vinyl? Which one? Which one? Which one? Tell me. Tell me. So I can taunt you with it. Tell me. Tell me. So I can hold it against my naked flesh and taunt you with it. Fasano says, how do the surround sound on those discs? Absolutely wonderful. The Lamb. Best way to listen, because you've also got the slides. They animated the slides, so you can sit there and watch the slides like a little movie, illustrating the music. It's the only way to listen to it. Andrew says, Tudor Bells, 12 copies. That's impressive. Trying to think how many copies of Tudor Bells I've got. I've got a few. I've got a few of them, but I've lost count. Does the copy in the boxed box set count? Because I've probably got 1, 2. The free copy I got with the Daily Mail. Why not? The SACD edition. What about the reissued one? Reissued edition. And the reissued edition. I feel like there's one missing. Does 2003 count? Or is that a separate thing? I think it's a separate thing. So yeah, I got a few. I think I don't know which one the most I own. I think it might be Selling England by the Pound. I think it might be that one, because I've got a copy on vinyl. I've got another copy on vinyl. I've got a copy on CD, the miniature CD. I've got the copy that came with that box set that Fasano said, and then I've got the Blu-ray Pure Audio edition. So. Record in the court where I owned 13 copies. I'm not proud of that. But I've only got 1 copy now. Or is it 2? No, no, it's 3. I've only got 3 copies because I sold the rest. 3 copies, but I'm not proud. John says, Europe, Turkey's voting for Christmas. What, to join the EU? Absolutely. To be free of it, fantastic. Because we're going to dodge economic recession, whereas Europe, the Eurozone, incredibly depressed at the moment. It's funny because no one's talking about that. Go and have a look at the economics that's going on in the Eurozone. It's not looking good for them. And this is why Ursula von der Leyen says, please come back, please. We love that British money. Please come back. I'll tickle your balls. I'll tickle your balls if you come back. And hopefully one day people will realise it's for the best. It's for the best. And says, fine, it wasn't the point. Just saying it was a completely different mix, maybe for you. I don't love it more than you do. I don't. I'm just being nice. God, that got a bit frosty. That got a bit frosty. I was just being inclusive. God, blimey, what's wrong with you people? I was just feigning an interest. Maybe you've got something amazing there. You need to go over to your friend's house, break in, smother him with a pillow, and steal that copy of ELP. Do it now. Do it now. Come on. Now. Do it. Rani says, you read my messages, Darren? What, on Facebook? No, because I don't have messengers turned on, because I had someone hassling me on Facebook, so I turned the messages off. So I only check it every so often now. But I'm now reading your message. Oh, really? Saucy? You didn't? A whole one? Up your bottom? But how? That didn't happen. Alright, okay. Yeah, very busy, yeah. I wouldn't want to be in London at Christmas time. So yeah, not good. What was you doing? Just Christmas shopping? Panto? A gig? Terrorist activity? We need to know. We need to know. Where are we? Han says, if only I could show it, but I know how to upload things. What are you trying to show us? Are you trying to show us, have you done an analysis of the wave forms? You can upload a picture of that onto your Facebook, and then I could show people. I could download it if you put it on your Facebook page, or send it to me via a message on Facebook. I don't know what you're trying to do, Hans. Tell me what you want to do, and I will help you facilitate it. All right? Let me be a conduit for your rare ELP CD. Tonight, Matthew, I will be a conduit. I don't know how I feel about being a conduit. I feel a bit worried now. 21 people in, only 3 likes. Come on, guys, come on. I'm performing my bleeding arse off for you. Come on, give a little back, will you? Don't my fluffy ball. Don't that deserve an uptick? Or a down tick, I don't care. Thumbs down if you want. Doesn't matter. It's all engagement. The algorithm loves it when you smash the thumb down button. So do that as well. Hit it both just to be lucky. Close your eyes and randomise it. Chris says, I have 5 copies of Into the Gap by the Thompson twins because it always seems to be in the LPs I buy cheap from the local house auction. I don't mind the Thompson twins. It's a different time, wasn't it? It was, you lift me up. Oh, that one. Yeah. We are detectives. You know, those were good times. Those were good times. Andrew says, Xmas, happy Xmas. Stop you and family. Okay, Andrew, I will stop the family. I will stop the family. I think Andrew's been on the eggnog, or the Baileys, or maybe both. Eggnog. Eggnog. Oh, of course. I will request a review for the live stream because it's not suitable. This channel is not suitable. Must be the Christmas trees. Fasana says, I suppose you can sell I suppose I could sell all my box sets of that band and make the money for the Genesis 70-75 box set. They are just gathering dust on the shelf. Yeah. You could if you wanted to. You could. Mind you, I think they've kind of dropped in price now. Are you looking for the CD ones? Because I know that I think people are just kind of there's this wave, when it comes to buying and selling stuff, right? Cheap when it starts, then it starts to peak, and it reaches its very peak when people would realise that they've missed out and they get a bit desperate, and then there's the lull until it settles. Now you got again sometimes it can peak again if a band member, I don't know, goes on holiday forever. You know what I mean? It can peak again, but there is this kind of like slope downwards, so you might be able to pick it up. Let me find you one. Genesis, was it 70? Which one do you want? 70, 75? Wasn't it 70, 75? Let's have a look. Come on, eBay, you can do better than that. Music. What the? Why won't it take me to the bit I want? Oh, music. Box set. Box set. Wow. Oh, here you go. Here you go. How much was the last one sold for? £216. Last one sold for on the 15th of October. I mean, those things were oh, look at that. You missed out here, son. Look at this. This is the one you wanted. Look. 100 quid. I mean, considering I think when it came out it was like 70, and then crazy money. But do you see what I mean about the prices? If you look around now, you might be able to get one a reasonable price. Right, how do I turn that off? Right, because there's one listed at the moment for £62. It ends in 4 days. Right, and it's like new. You could get that one. Or if you want one buy it now price, here's a buy it now one. Where's it from? It is in Florida. It's 240 quid. On average, it seems to be about 200 quid you're looking at. Now, I remember when they were crazy prices, so I don't think that's too bad considering. If you're a fan, I mean, I don't think that's too bad a price considering the age of it and the content you get and the fact that I've got them up on the shelf there, the complete collection, because, come on. Mine aren't in like new condition. Mine are like kind of grubby where I've been rubbing them against myself, Well, you got to, haven't you? You got to really appreciate them. You've got to rub them against yourself. Where are we? Anne says, I would like to prove the immense difference. If anyone is interested, it's not like what you think, like a Steve Wilson mix, whatever. I was trying to boast. No, I know you're not trying to boast. I was curious too, right? Hans, I was curious, but I like to take the mickey. Because it's funny, right? Otherwise, we could sit here all stroking our beards and go, I wonder if what matrix number, but we're not going to do that. We're going to take the piss, because that's why we look at me. Do you think this is meant to be taken seriously? Come on. I'm obviously doing it wrong. If you're taking this seriously, then I'm doing this all wrong, right? But look. Again, I don't know how I can help you. If you're completely computer illiterate, I don't know how I can help, other than you murdering your friend and stealing his copy and sending it to me. That's the only way we can sort this out. Via murder. Right? Suddenly I'm called up in a murder trial. You incited Mr. Malcolmson to murder his friend. How? I was wearing a Santa hat and I was joking, so I'm just getting myself out of it. See, I'm doing it now. You see, you can't get me now because I said I was joking on the live stream. Always one step ahead of you. But it is a curious thing. Now I don't know if they've, maybe put a. I mean, without knowing what it is, what version it was, because there have been. Do you know how many pressings of that album there have been? Do you know how many CD pressings there have been? Many, right? You just go onto Discogs and you can see all the different pressings. Now, it could be that, I don't know, there's been an error at the pressing plant and they've got the disc mixed up and you've got an alternate mix that's been pressed, because I know that there was, in the box set, there was an alternate mix of the album, wasn't there? In that big ELP box set. It could be that something like that's happened. But without hearing it, can't help you. Sana says, I want the CD box set. Okay. Alex says, I remember my mate buying me a Rolling Stones album, Bridges to Babylon, for my 18th on cassette. Open box, inside was a Kenny Rogers tape instead. He really loved you, that guy. He really loved you. He thought, you know what? I'm going to spare him the Bridges to Babylon album. I'm going to get him something he really likes. Kenny Rogers. You've got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, my son, indeed. And so it's a mystery for me with this CD. It is a mystery, but like I said, there are many versions of it. I mean, crikey, if we go into Discogs, we're going down a rabbit hole here, folks. We're going down the rabbit hole. Hold on to your hats. Brain salad surgery. This isn't going to be nice. But we only want it on CD, don't we? So CD. It says there are 189 pressings of it here, right? Oh dear. And why don't they sort it in order? Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate Discogs with all my soul. I hate you, Discogs. You make me sick. Oh, God. Has this website got stupider since the last time I've been here? Brain salad surgery. So good for you, no good for me. It says 78. Was it 100 and whatever? Right, so we go back to 1986. Who can remember 1986? And we have a Japanese edition. Then 87, 88. Just see. 93. Oh God, just so many copies. So many copies. So many copies. Look at it. Look at it. We shouldn't have done this. Here we go. Box set. Here you go. This is what you've got. You've got that. You've got the alternate brain salad surgery. There you go. You got that. And he says, no, I haven't got that, because it doesn't sound like that. But yeah. So, I don't know. It sounds like you've got a very interested CD. Now, it could be that you've got this one. And I know, because this one had a different mix, I believe. This is the SAC. I had this one, but he sold it, or he did. And this had a different mix on it. So, I don't know. It's a mystery, isn't it? We'll have to, again, without examining the disc and ripping it and, doing a circle of salt on the ground, saying 3 Hail Marys, we'll never know. Right, so just a visit to London, have a couple of pints and some disgusting food. Well, I'm saying nothing. Luke says, because you mentioned Is Anybody Out this CD, I will tell you that I've thought several times, should I send Darren Lock to London £15 or €15? You don't have to send me anything, Luke, because that was for your birthday, remember? I want nothing. It was free. You said it was your birthday. You said you wanted it. I obliged. I don't like talking about this in front of everyone because Darren moves in mysterious ways. I do good things for people. And, you know, shh. But you enjoyed it, didn't you? And it was a nice birthday treat. That was the point of it. Because every so often, Darren delivers, okay? So nothing. You owe me nothing. It was a pleasure. And I know that there's a young person out there who's getting into some new music that they wouldn't necessarily have had. And hopefully you'll hold on to that and you'll treasure it, okay? And when I'm dead and gone, hopefully you'll think of me. You go, wonder what happened to that bald old idiot. Oh, he's dead. Everyone's forgotten him. But not me, because I've got this Pink Floyd thing. So there you go. Andrew says, Cheap Genesis, will check it out. Well, there isn't any such thing as Cheap Genesis these days. Chris says, I see Steve Hackett has put Roger King and some guitar solos in his musical blender again, come up with another new album. Concept album. Yeah. There's a video called People That Smoke. That's all I'm going to say. I won't be reviewing it. I won't be listening to it. I'm saying no. I'm got a new policy. I'm only reviewing albums that I like, which is why I don't review albums anymore, because I hate them all. Music, it's rubbish. It's rubbish. Han says, yeah, I've heard all the pressings, because he really likes the album. And says, no, I'm talking about something else, an error release perhaps. Oh, maybe they've inverted the stereo signal. Maybe it's one of those weird inversions, or the phase. Could be a phase issue. That can happen sometimes. That usually tends to be on vinyl rather than CD. That's the mystery, because on CD you don't tend to get pressing issues, whereas it's more likely to happen on cassette or LP. You know, this is what makes it intriguing, that it's happened on CD. You know, but, John says brain salad surgery, enemy flexi. Fantastic. Just a jumble of words there. Just a jumble of words. Andrew said one of my copies came with a poster. Mine didn't, because I got a spunky version. I think all the early copies of Brain Salad Surgery came with a poster, but mine didn't, because I got a spunky copy for £1. But I'm not bitter about it. I'm fine. I'll get over it. I'm really pleased with this new version of OBS. They updated OBS and it doesn't do any frame stuttering anymore. It's good. I can wobble my ball and it doesn't stutter in 4K. Look at that. Eh? Look at that. Hey. Oh dear. Who likes Doctor Who? Anyone? Guess what? Doctor Who's going to be meeting the Beatles in the new series. The Beatles! It's going to be great. Can't wait. I just hope that they haven't recast the Beatles as people of colour who are women. You know, because the casting choices in Doctor Who these days is a little bit odd. Could happen. But yeah, Doctor meets the Beatles apparently. I don't think he does. I think you're just gonna see their legs exiting the frame every time. It's like, ring up! And at the end, they'll return to modern day and they'll walk out the TARDIS and bump into Sir Paul McCartney. And they won't recognise him. I'm banking on it. That'll be the twist. Killer twist. Killer twist for Doctor Who there. Chris says, is it worse than the music video Alec did for Wing Beats? That was a war crime. Wing Beats? I don't even remember that one. I must check this out. I've turned off my Hackett filter. You know, because I love the guy. Seriously, I love him. I love him so much. And it pains him what he does to me via his music. You know, I don't want it to get personal. So I'm not going to listen, because it's not for me anymore. This music isn't for me. And Wing Beats, you say? Wing Beats. Steve Hackett. Let's have a look. Oh, that one with the animals. Now I remember. Yeah, that's a stinker. No, but this one is what they've got. This one, it's all like kind of AI. Everyone's gone AI, so it all looks weird and nightmarish. It's called People of the Smoke. It's very kind of his usual, dark. Think of, was it Amiga Metallicus or whatever it was called? Think of Darktown. He's in that rut. When he does rock, it's Darktown, isn't it? Really. So I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me. I will be refraining because I love Steve Hackett. I love him, and I don't want to fall out. I don't want him to ban me from his concerts or block me, because that'd break my heart. It would break my heart, which is the same reason why I'm not reviewing the Peter Gabriel album, because Peter Gabriel follows me on Twitter and I can't do it. I can't risk. I don't care. I don't know what to say, to be honest. And no one cares. I'm waiting for the furor to die down. Once the dust has settled, I'll do my review, and then no one will watch it. And that's exactly what I want. Hans says, I wasn't trying to boast. Look, I don't care. I don't care, right? If you've got the fucking master tapes to ELP. I don't care, Hans. You can boast as much as you want. Enjoy it. Life's short. Boast a little. Be king big bollocks for the day, because life is short. Enjoy it. Here you go, Hans. Just for you. Just to cheer you up. What was that? Was that a bear going across the screen? What the hell? Wait a minute. Got some dog cam action, but the camera's pointing in the wrong way. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can angle the camera. Okay, angle the camera very quietly. Just ignore the guitar. Ignore the guitar. I call this one Guitar, Dog and Christmas Tree. There are many guitars, not so many now, but it's really picking up the detail on the Rickenbacker case. Whoops, wrong picture. Press the wrong button. Different vocal track on Jerusalem. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think you've got the SACD one, because I'm sure there's a different vocal track. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. I'm sure, and I'm sure. Where are we? If only I knew how to upload. Well, we'll never know. We'll never know, Hans. We'll never know. Chris says, calm down. Relax, man. John says, enemy Flexi. Real. I have brain surgery on Flexi. I think everyone's got a copy, haven't they? Don't they issue it when you get your prog credentials badge? Yeah? Just me then. Okay. No, I think you can get. I think they're fairly common, aren't they? Let's go back to eBay, because we love a bit of eBay. eBay. ELP Flexi. Brain salad surgery. Do. Oh, that's interesting. That says it's a Flexi, but it's not, because I own that. That's just a standard 7-inch single. They're lying. Why do they lie? I own this. I've got a copy of this. Comes in a delightful sleeve, but mine hasn't got Graham Douglas from Derby, 7th of November 73 written on it, because Graham's a little oik who likes to deface his records so no one can steal them, like Hans coming in the night, stealing his copy of Brain Salad Surgery. But there you go. Again, they're saying it's a Flexi, but I don't think people know what a Flexi disc is. Look, this is not a Flexi. That is a 7-inch single. God, people are stupid. I think it's the younger generation. I don't think they know what these things are. Oh well, there are some advertised, but I've kind of got bored looking at it. Boring, isn't it? Boring. But anyway, it's good. I'm glad you got a flexi disc. Very good. Cyrus says, "Wah, bonjour," and says, "Join late and straight into a moany rant." Who's ranting? I'm not. Okay, let's just block him. Should we block him? Yeah. See ya. If you don't know what I'm doing and you think this is ranting, then you're a moron. See ya. Chris says, when my dad was young, my granddad wouldn't let him have his brain surgery in the house because the album cover disturbed him. The original version's even worse. He had to airbrush out the... There was a giant... Because she's... They said to Geiger, airbrush that out. You invite, it's very good. No, get rid of the cock on the cover. We can't have the cock on the cover. But it's art. I had to go back, get his airbrush out, go over it. You can see the faint outline. Hold it into the light. You can still see where it was. It was an obscene cover. Keith says, "Fab, love the dog cat guitar action." There's no cats here. We'll have no cats here, I'm afraid. We don't do cats. Whoops. But what we do is we do dancing group. A little bit of a Marvel reference there. Dancing group. I got so much crap. What was that? What can you hear? Is that a Dalek going by? Surely not. How does he afford the special effects? Exterminate. Exterminate. That's one of the gay Daleks. A Victor Lewis Smith reference there. Indeed. I'm all out of props. I should really put my TARDIS back for Christmas, shouldn't I? Luke said, when you wrote the comment, send me your email, I'll send you a copy. At first I was a little suspicious, but I wonder what you thought yourself when you read that. I didn't think anything. You wanted a copy of the album. I knew you was in a predicament. I helped you out. I get lots of people asking me for stuff. I don't get so much now since I turned the comments off on Facebook, but I used to get lots of comments from people all over the world asking me for box sets, CDs, whatever, you know. And a lot of the time, well, in fact, all of the time, I ignore them because I don't like beggars. But you were different. I obliged. Come on, look, I do nice things. Stop going on about it. I'm getting embarrassed. It's embarrassing me now. It was meant to be our little secret. Hans says, no, not SAC, but courtesy Layla and the guitars. I'll relax. Good, have another drink. Grant says, like your post-ambient guitar last week. That was just... I think again, somebody asked about it. It's all plugins now. I just play into the computer and the computer just goes bleh, and it's like easy. I resist ambient music because it's so easy to do, and I resist it. Whether it's good ambient music's another matter. But every so often I get a call in, and I've had the call in lately. So it's like I felt like doing it. So I got my gear together, and well, I don't have any gear. I just have guitars and a audio interface and all the plugins that I use, and I got it running, and hopefully you enjoyed it, because it would be nice to do some more of that stuff. I wouldn't mind doing another. What was it? How do I get into this? Going the side way. Here we go. What happened was it Twitter or Facebook, one of the social medias, the Guardian music page was talking about this fella from Japan who recorded an album, and when you say an album, it's like 20 minutes of music a day, and he's done this for a while now. And I thought, I could do that a day if I really concentrated on it. But then I thought, a day is too much. Maybe once a week. Maybe do like a track a week, and every month there's an album, you know. And I could do that. And I thought, well, that could be the project for next year. We could sit down, you know, do like, I mean, maybe I could do a track a day. I don't know, but I worry it's just going to be very, very dull, because that's what this guy was producing. It was a bit, you know, he's doing like 20 minutes of, you know, minimalist ambient music a day, and it's, you know, it's keyboard based as well, so you know what you're going to get. And I thought, well, you need it to be, you know, you want it to be distinct. You want it to be more than just kind of, you know, vomiting it out into the virtual space. So I was toying with the idea of, you know, getting back on the ambient horse, as it were, because I've still got to release my A History of Bleeping and Droning compilation, which I've been adding to for years now. I first came up with the idea, I don't know, 15 years ago. I can't remember how long. How long ago was it? I know, I'll find out when, because what I'll do, right, is the film, A History of Violence. That's where I nicked the title from. A History of 2005. As long as that, since 2005, because I saw that History of Violence, good film that, and I thought, A History of Bleeping and Droning, I'll use that as a compilation title for the ambient stuff, because I thought it sounded funny, because I like funny, and I've never released it. Just been adding to it, just adding and adding and adding. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, Grant. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hans says, I can try to learn how to upload things. You could. You're never too old. Again, you can teach old dogs new tricks. Trust me, if you have the right encouragement. And again, it depends what you want to do. You saved Jerusalem, right? Jerusalem, in this green and pleasant land. My advice, if you're trying to deliver a audio track to me, would be to go to something called Dropbox. That's dropbox.com, Dropbox, DROPBOX.com. Get a free account there. You can then drag the file, if it's an MP3 or whatever, to the Dropbox. You can then get a link, a shareable link, which you can then send to me via Facebook messages, for example, if you want to keep it private. Don't post it on here. Post it to me, and then I can have a listen, and I can give you my utterly professional opinion, which I don't think anybody wants. Nobody wants his opinion. Not that git. He slagged off my favourite record. Chris says, I've got 4 copies of Sky 2 if you need an extra one. Does anyone need an extra one? Cyrus is in, we did that earlier. He says, the original proposal for Brain Salad cover does fall in line with the Xenorphs being a... Oh yeah, metaphor. Well, yeah, again, I mean, it's in the film when they attack, what's her name? Oh, the thing, the towel goes up her leg, and it's like inferred. That's the inference you're supposed to draw. Sarah says, what do you think of happening to recent digital masters of TalkTalk's discography? They started last year. It was practically halted not long after it started, and I haven't found a reason for this. I'm not a TalkTalk fan. I've never understood the fascination with TalkTalk. I like their hits, their albums. Yeah. And so I don't know, Cyrus. I didn't even know that there was a reissue campaign going on. Keith says, I'm Groot, love it. I just realised my copy of Brian Cell Surgery. Oh my God, thanks for jogging my memory. You're welcome, Keith. That's what we're here for. Anne says, do some Uriah 8 reviews. It's prog enough. Well, I could do the one that Wetton was on. I've lost my other one. I had both of them. One's disappeared. I don't remember selling it, because John Wetton's on 2 of their albums. And the High and Mighty is quite a good rocker, that is, but it's not particularly prog. But it doesn't matter, because I can review anything. I don't do prog albums. I do all sorts of reviews. Grant says, these next few weeks are going to get busy at this time of year. I try to avoid getting out too much, stress levels too high. Just relax, man. Don't do it. Just don't go out there if you find it stressful. Don't do it. Go to the park instead. Go to an open space where there are no people. Avoid town. I don't go into town. There's this thing called Amazon. It brings all the things I need. Everything. They even deliver booze. Oh, if only I could drink booze. But yeah, I mean, avoid it. I mean, it used to be bad enough going down Oxford Street. Again, for those who don't know, Oxford Street's the main thoroughfare in London to do Christmas shopping. I mean, one Christmas I mistakenly thought, oh, I'll do all my shopping on Oxford Street, and I was trying to find something for the missus, and it was a fucking nightmare. I think it would have been about 95, 96-ish. And I vowed never to do it again. And I never did. It's all right when you're young, but when you get old, 96, I'd have only been 25, I kind of quit it then. And I don't really care much for shopping. I mean, I don't mind going to record shops and that, but even then, you go for... I've spent so many hours going through racks, not finding the thing I wanted to find, and then buying the thing I didn't want because I've spent money on travel to get where I was to look for the thing that wasn't there. So I'm quite happy to peruse eBay or whatever and take my chances there. But yeah, shopping, it's all overrated, isn't it? Death to the high street. Death to the high street. Death to capitalism. Death to the EU. Luke says, if you want, I can send you some CDs of the band you want, a Christmas present. No, Luke, you don't have to send me anything. I've got everything I could possibly want, right? Let me just bathe in the happiness that you're happy. And I've done enough, You don't have to do anything. Just enjoy it. I mean, crikey, how long ago was it now? It must have been about a year ago, wasn't it? Or longer than that. So just enjoy the thing. And it was a... Pass it on. Pass it on. You do a good deed for someone near you or someone you know. Okay? Maybe you've got a friend that's having a bad time, or they're not getting a good birthday present. Do something good for them. Pass it on. I can only encourage you to do that. I don't need anything because I've got a fantastic dog over there. I've got fantastic children. Got a great wife. She's not fantastic. She's just great. She's great. I don't want to get ideas of other station. So I'm doing fine. All right, I'm doing fine. I could do with being a little less handsome though. That is a burden. Being this beautiful, it holds me back. I think this is why I don't do very well in job interviews. I think people are just overcome by my natural beauty and talent and intellect, and I get scared. It's natural. The men are aroused by me, the women are afraid of me. It's just it's a natural thing. But I'm wanting for nothing, just world peace. That's all I want. And if you could put a bow around world peace and put a stamp on it and send it to me, I'll have that. And says it was 15 years ago. I'll ask around how to upload stuff just to prove how different it is. Yeah, 15 years ago tallies with the SACD release, I think. Yeah. John says, do you remember Bleep and Bloop? It's Booster, isn't it? Booster? Bleeper and Booster? From Blue Peter? Yeah, I do. I remember because I used to get the Blue Peter annuals, and they used to have little comic strips in there. Grant says, Blur's frontman, Damon, did not feel The Last Stones was any good. Well, he's probably right. And also Hackney Diamonds. It's like Damon said, what the fuck have they got to do with Hackney? Nothing. Get back to West London where you belong. They have no parlay here. I don't care much for the Rolling Stones. Like I say, greatest hits. When they do their live stuff, I'll sit and watch it, but I have no interest in them. And again, Damon Albarn's right. Why would you keep making the same album over and over again? Why would you do this? Why? So I says, cheers for the live stream. See you for the next one. Same to you. Have a good one and take care. Chris says, Oxford Street is pretty much dead anyway. It's been invaded by tax dodging American sweet shops. It's bizarre. Well, it's not good for me diabetes. I've not been there in fuck knows how many years. 15 years? Not Christmas, it's even longer. I can't remember. 25? 20 years? 23? 22 years, because like I said, when I got made redundant, I had no reason to go into London back in Christmas 2001. But even then, I'd already given up on Oxford Street. But when I was working at Dennis, I used to be down there all the time, and that was 2000. So that was when I was really doing it. You know, I had to go down Oxford Street to get to the tube station. So, but yeah, it used to be intense in those days. But I imagine it would have emptied a bit, because Amazon, hooray! Renee says, you're absolutely right, Darren, about the shopping. Thank you. I like being right. One day you'll all come round to my way of thinking. Anne says, yeah, high and mighty, indeed. Fazano says, pay it forward, excellent. That's what you should do anyway. John says, booster. Yeah, so I was right. I know I'm always right. Remember that. It was a long time ago, but I did have the Blue Peter annuals. Some of them, not all of them, obviously, because I'm not that old. But some of the ones from the 70s. But I don't know where all my annuals went. I think my mum gave them away. I had them up until about 96, 97, and then I moved out, and then all my stuff kind of disappeared. I think I left some of it behind, thinking that it'd be okay, and then, you know, that's the way it goes. Andrew says, I'm off, it's time for bed. It is, isn't it? Anne says, don't like EU or NATO. I've got to go to sleep now. I wasn't trying to boast about brain salad. Good night. It's okay, Hans. I was pulling your leg. God almighty, it's hard work. It's hard work. But I think you may have an SACD mix, and that's why it sounds odd. And it's probably been stamped with the wrong label, I think. Possibly. All right? And Andrew waves his pink little glove at me. So, yeah. I mean, we've got another 15 left. If everyone's abandoning me, I mean, 22 people in, you know. 4 likes. Seriously? Seriously? You ungrateful bastards. Come on. You've all been hitting the thumbs down, haven't you? Oh, that taught me a lesson. Not that I care. Remember, thumbs down is engagement. It's the same as a thumbs up according to the algorithm. So the more you spam it, the more attention it gives the algorithm. Don't forget that. All right, we wouldn't want you to leave out the thumbs down. I'm feeling a bit dry. Somebody go and get me a drink, will you? Give me a glass of water, will be fine, or an orange juice. I'm fine. Either of those, if you'd like to do that. No, just leave it. Right, shall we end it? Because anyone else out there? Anyone want to say anything? No? Okay. Just trying to draw you out. Oh, that shouldn't be in the spam. Don't put that in the spam. So I'm looking in my spam. Spam folder, yeah. Apparently, I've missed a delivery. This is... I don't even know who they're trying to be. This is from my spam folder. And I've got this shipment notice. It says, Dear... I mean, come on. Should work a bit harder. We are currently not able to deliver your package from our blah 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 British Express service. Who the fuck are British Express service? Shall I reschedule the delivery? Wait a minute. Baco Santos store. That don't look like the British Express service. Shall we have a look? Shall we have a look? I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to open a new private window. Right, accept all. And oh look, delivery of am I over 18? No. I wonder if they're going to ask for all my details. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, custom fees are £2. Oh, I'm going to have to pay custom fees. I want it delivered to my work. This is exciting, is it? Shipping fees. Oh, proceed to payment. Oh, I don't think so. But that is a scam. You knew that. I knew that. And that's why it's in my spam folder. There you go. Fascinating, isn't it? Does any of that work? I guess it must do, because I keep doing it. Anyway, back to the chat. I think there may have been some activity. Hans goes, Blur and Isis, duh. Well, I'm sorry, but I think you'll find Blur are better than ELP. It's just obvious. John says, cheers, Darren. I'm off Kip. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Have a nice sleep. Chris says, how about we go halvesies on the obscure box set? Yeah, I keep the Eno, the Bud, and the Penguins. You can have the rest. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you can have it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, yeah. And you can have it. Was it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then alternate Sundays? Is that right? Gotcha. I've seen that episode of The Simpsons. 3 men in a comic book. Liam Briggs says, evening. Hi, Liam. And Cyrus says, we need to get back to work tomorrow. Shine on and happy holidays. Same to you, Cyrus. And Renee says, I've got quadruple beer. 10.5% heavy stuff. You'll be off your rocker. You'll be halfway to the moon, out of your gourd. Be careful, Renee. Be careful. Be careful. We don't want to lose any more of the old faithful. But yeah, I must be nice to drink. It's boring being me. Very, very boring. 9 minutes. 9 more minutes, everyone. 9 minutes. Anne says, love all the gear videos. You mean the guitar ones on the other channel? Yeah, I got loads lined up. I didn't do one. I didn't list one last week. Yeah, I got a package, Luke, but I'm not going to have it delivered. It's not a real package. It is a spam. They want you to pay money, and it's not real. I was just warning people. That was a warning. Renee says, I'll be careful. Remember, hold it with both hands. You know. Don't want you having a drink problem. That's where you spill it. Yeah. Chris says, when are you going to change the records on the wall? It's been grey and pink for at least a year. It's longer than that. You want me to change it? Okay. Just because it's you, mind, right? Let me just put the bubbles on, right? There you go. Oh, wait a minute. Need to. Oh! Managed to turn the camera off. Whammed! Managed to turn the camera off. There you go. Is that fine? Bit of variety there for you. Bit of variety there for Chris. He was complaining that the records hadn't been changed, so there you go. Liam says, enjoyed your Dutch reviews. Your kids are brutally honest. It's great. I get a little bit starry-eyed watching the show, and it's good to have some honest opinions. They're kids. Listen to kids. If you let kids have an opinion, it's a wonderful thing. If you don't tell them what to think, then they can think for themselves. And I I listen to their opinion. Yeah. So Liam says we live in an age of 5-star reviews, endless 5-star reviews, especially with music reviews. Well, you don't get any of that here. You know that, Liam. Well, again, look, there's some bits of Doctor I like, and there's some bits of it I'm not too keen on. Again, Russell T Davis's constant pushing of the message gets in the way of good storytelling. And look, don't get me wrong, I'm as woke as the next man, but I want to sit down. I want to enjoy my sci-fi without it being, too rammed up me fundament. You know what I'm saying? In the old days, the message was subtle. He says, thinking of that episode of Star Trek where the men have got the faces painted different colours, black and white, and it's the wrong way round, and they don't get on in a oblique and in an oblique reference to the racial issues of America. The message was subtle. It wasn't. But I just, I always say about Doctor, it's like supporting a football team. You turn up every week. Sometimes you don't like the manager because the manager's steering the team in the wrong direction, but you go along and you cheer anyway. Sometimes your favourite striker's been sold and there's a new guy in his place, and you go, what the and it's only when he scores the first goal you go, he's all right. So that's how you got to look at Doctor Who. It's like supporting a football team, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and that's it. I'm not one of these people who are going to go, I'm not watching it anymore. I'm not one of those people. I did that back when they introduced Bertie Bassett as a villain. I did that when I was like 15 or whatever it was. But I was 15 then. Now I'm older. A lot older. And Rennie says, empty, I'm going in, Darren. Thanks for the chat. It was a good one. It was always a good one. Come on. It's never a bad one. I always try and keep you Are you not entertained? That should be the title. Anyway, I've only got 16 viewers. I think everyone's deserting me. Everyone's going, I want to eke out the next 3 minutes. I mean, I don't think I've got enough Peter Gabriel represented here. I need a bit more Peter Gabriel over this side. What do you think? Let's do this properly. There you go. That's a bit, I don't know, where should he go? It goes there. What do you reckon? Is that enough Peter Gabriel? Do you think? What do you think? Might as well get my money's worth. What do you reckon? Just prop him up there. Yeah? Is that good? I don't know. Maybe I should just do that. I don't think there's enough Peter Gabriel. There's not enough. So yeah, this is it. We haven't got long now, is it? Till it's the end of the year. I mean, crikey, it's back. The year went quick, didn't it? Chris adds, let's talk about brain surgery some more. Do we have to? And Hans says, I'm older. Norway has had 2 female prime ministers already. That's good, isn't it? Isn't that good? Rennie says, mine's pink. Mine's green. Maybe there's another one I've missed. I haven't got all of them. Who knows? Oh dear. Blimey. I feel like I've just hit the wall then. But it wasn't a bad one, was it, tonight? I thought it went quite well. I was in a bit of an up mood. I'm a bit up at the moment, a bit elevated. I've been having trouble sleeping, so I think my brain's in a weirdly up situation. Like I said, I've been considering recording music again, so that's worrying, isn't it? Liam says, what you should have done is paid for the album £1 a month every full moon. It weren't £1, it was £3, mate. It was £3. I did that as well. Peter Gabriel, he owes me good. I can't help it. I'm a fan, super fan. I'm stupid. But it's so I can experience it from every angle. I did it digitally. Peter Gabriel entered me digitally. It's true. He entered me with a big black 12-inch. and he entered me with his 5-inch as well. So I've been entered in all orifices by Mr. Gabriel's latest effort. So I've been utterly violated by IO. My IO has been IO'd. Blu-ray's green. Yeah, that's what I got. I got the Blu-ray, haven't I? Got the Blu-rays. Got to have the Blu-rays so I can have the surrounding sounds. It's all part of the plan. All part of the plan. So when I come to, if I ever come around to reviewing it, I can review it in every option. People say, what do you think of the surround sound? What do you think of the vinyl? So yeah. Again, what do I do about my Peter Gabriel subscription? Do I cancel it, or do I see what happens in January? Will we get some extra bonus features? So I do think there's another album coming out, because he mentioned it. He did mention about saving something for the next album. And you think, I'm going to be dead by then. Because if this one took 21 years, the next one's going to probably take another 42 years. We'll all be dead. There won't be anyone left to listen to it. Maybe Luke might be around to listen to it. But it's not looking good, is it? Anyway, I've done it. I've got over the line. It's been an hour and a half. Thank God for that. Remember, folks, I'll see you all next time. Hope you've enjoyed this. And what we'll do, as soon as it's Christmas, we'll go for the Jingle Bell fade out. All right? Remember, folks, remember. Do not cancel Darren. I've never been cancelled yet. They've tried. The man they couldn't cancel because I've got nothing to lose. And says Gabriel is even older than Zawinul was when he died, and the latter had a comb over in the 1960s. Well, that was the way, wasn't it? Because comb overs were cool. One day they're going to come back. They're going to come back. We're going to do the jingle. Yeah, Liam says night. We're going to do the Jingle Bell goodbye. All right, you ready for this? Because it's Christmas. Ready? Remember, folks. If you can't be good, be safe. But more importantly, don't tell your mother. Good night.